There have only been a few books that have had a big direct impact in my world as I am reading them. And Deep Work by Cal Newport is one of them. I can sometimes struggle with focus. And this is a trait that I have always had, but that can be worsened by the environment created in running a small business. My phone rings regularly. Friends, family, and customers try to reach me through text message. My email box is constantly adding new messages. Slack, our internal chat system, is very loud and demands my attention all the time. And not to mention the pull of social media to catch up on what is happening in the world. I simultaneously have to do work and have to give my team members feedback so they can keep moving forward on projects. I noticed this was taking a lot of toll on me, and even more so as my work moved from more action-based work, for example, editing a video or designing a graphic, to more thought-based work and planning, like where are we going as a company and how do we grow well. So at the beginning of this year, I set out to read Deep Work by Cal Newport. And the general point of this book is that distractions are killing our ability to do good work. Here's the thesis as Newport writes it. The ability to perform deep work is becoming increasingly rare at exactly the same time it is becoming increasingly valuable in our economy. As a consequence, those who cultivate this skill and then make it the core of their working life will thrive. So what does he mean by increasingly rare and more valuable? In a time that we have more and more things that are becoming automated or artificial intelligence is taking over, being able to really think and deeply process something allows you to make work that is special. And so, embracing these thoughts, Cal has put out a prodigious amount of research, and this book explores the why and the how of how he has gone so countercultural here. But here's how it's worked out in my life and in our work. So, because of this book, these are some of the changes that I've made. I've given my team and myself permission to close Slack for a bit of time while we're working on a project. This keeps the noise down in your head. This keeps the notifications out of the windows of your computer. But then it gives us a chance to check back in periodically to see if everything's going all right, if we need to contribute to a project. I've severely restricted my social media access. I'll check it briefly in the morning to make sure that I'm up to date on what's going on in the world, and again late in the afternoon. At first, this was really difficult because my muscle memory had been built to check my phone regularly. But now I have trained my mind not to need it as much. It's a practiced activity. When I work in cycles, when I'm doing deep work, I keep my phone away from me. Maybe it's in the bag, my computer bag at the foot of my desk. Maybe it's on the other side of the room on a bookshelf, face down so that it's not trying to distract me. My phone is largely on Do Not Disturb except for close families and my team. But even then, my urge to pick it up and stare at it is strong. And so I will keep it away from me, and then I'll check it every an hour or two to make sure that I have not missed anything urgent. I have hidden, as best as I can, the unread numbers on my email inbox, and hidden my inbox until I'm ready to work on it. Instead of it dictating to me what I need to see, I tell it what I need to see. In Gmail, you can do this with the unread first format for inboxes. There's also a plugin I tried out called Inbox When Ready, but I worked around to other solutions after I saw myself working with it. I work time blocks of work on the schedule so that I have the time to do the deep work I need to be successful. An hour here is great. 2 hours here is even better. 3 hours is awesome. Now, I'm not always able to get all 3 hours together, but I regularly find time for at least an hour block of time for different projects. This has not been easy. It requires a bit of training for your brain to be okay without seeing your inbox all the time or checking your text messages all the time. You never know what fires have been started when you're not looking at your email. But I would say that my quality of work, my quality of thought, and my quality of life has improved since getting these things in more control. If you're interested in thoughts like this and learning more about marketing, or leadership, or personal productivity, check out the Content Machine podcast. We publish episodes weekly, and we'd love to have you subscribe to stay up with the latest.